What happens next? It's up to all of you. This was your strike. This is your union, and this is your contract.
It is day 46 since the beginning of the strike against Detroit's Big Three, and all automakers have now come to tentative agreements. General Motors and the UAW reached a tentative contract agreement. It happened this morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stella Daskalakis.
And I'm Courtney Bennett. Mike Woolfolk is off tonight. If agreed upon, the deal with GM puts an end to the talks between the union and the Detroit automakers following more than 6 weeks of strikes. GM is the final automaker to reach a deal and follows the pattern set with Ford last week and Jeep maker Stellantis over the weekend. The terms of the deal are not yet known, but it's expected to be similar to deals that Ford and Stellantis announced. This comes after nearly 4,000 workers walked out of GM's largest North American plant in Spring Hill, Tennessee on Saturday, joining 14,000 GM workers already on strike. Spring Hill produces engines for 9 plants, including Silverado and Sierra pickups.
Over the weekend, Stellantis reached a potential agreement and deal mirroring Ford's offer on Friday. The key takeaways are wage increases. The base is 25% over the contract, with cost of living allowances that goes to 33% over the contract, and workers get 11% immediately upon ratification. Additionally, the UAW says Ford has agreed to spend $8.1 billion on new plant investments for electric vehicles and combustible engines. The new 4.5-year deal will also have a $5,000 ratification bonus for some workers. The union says the agreement will be rolled out to UAW's 57,000 Ford members for meetings and voting. With the news of all 3 automakers reaching tentative agreements, union members say they are excited to get back to work.
Everybody out here is very happy to hear we got a tentative agreement, ready to go back to work.
In a statement, GM Chair and CEO Mary Barra says, quote, GM is pleased to have reached a tentative agreement with the UAW that reflects the contributions of the team while enabling us to continue to invest in our future and provide good jobs in the U.S. We are looking forward to having everyone back to work across all of our operations, delivering great products for our customers and winning as one team. During an event at the White House, President Joe Biden applauds the UAW and the Big Three automakers. The president says he had spoken with UAW President Shawn Fain just before his event on artificial intelligence.
These agreements ensure the iconic Big Three can still lead the world in quality and innovation. Due to the commitment and solidarity of the UAW workers, willing to exercise their right to collectively bargain. They won a record contract with over a 30% increase in wages, greater retirement security, and more paid leave. And the commitment by the Big Three to create more full-time middle-class jobs and invest tens of billions more dollars in plants and factories building automobiles' future here in America.
Congressman Dan Kildee agreed, saying, quote, the sit-down strikes in my hometown of Flint led to the first collective bargaining agreement between workers and the automotive companies. Standing on the shoulders of these strikers, I congratulate the United Auto Workers for reaching historic agreements.
The UAW began targeted strikes against all 3 automakers on September 15th after its contracts with the companies expired. At the peak, about 46,000 UAW workers were on strike, about 1/3 of the union's members at all 3 companies. If ratified, all 3 proposed contracts expire on April 30th, 2028. This strike has now lasted 46 days. It is the longest American auto strike in 25 years. The last time UAW went on strike was in 2019 against General Motors only and lasted 40 days. Stay with Mid-Michigan Now for continuing coverage on air and online at midmichigannow.com.